What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of 4 Dummies, and tonight I am joined with the other 3 dummies. I have Mr. Robert Detoff.
Hello, everybody.
Mr. Just One.
Yo, what's happening?
And Mrs. Skullface.
Hello.
And tonight we're going to continue with the collection critique. This is episode 71. If you like the uncut version of this, please check out the Patreon, where for $5 a month, you can get this and Sit Down Saturday and a ton of other things, and you can get the audio version of this, which is about an hour long. And if you'd like to submit your collection to us, all you got to do is reach out to me on Instagram, Bobby_Skullface, and hit me up and ask for further instructions, and I'll get them to you.
With that, listener questions.
And you can reach out with listener questions in that same spot. We're going to start off tonight with Tom from Ireland. Impressive record collection, and I like the posters.
Yeah, me too.
Smiths, and I see Deftones.
Oh, you like the Deftones?
I like a handful of songs. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but I like a handful of songs.
Some art in there.
And I like the, actually his Transformers look good.
Yeah.
They're evenly displayed. Some of them are on risers. They're lit. They're not overcrowded.
He's got some family pics, fam and friends. What was it?
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
Pictures of your loved ones.
He's got that.
Your pictures of your loved ones.
Check. Is that the up house? Is that the up house?
I think it's kind of weird to have.
Yeah, it is.
That's really cool.
I think it's kind of weird to have 2 chairs right in front of a love seat with no coffee table between them.
Yeah, that is weird.
Unless you're a therapist.
Maybe he moved it over to take the photo.
What are you doing with those chairs?
Yeah, that is strange. And actually, it's also strange to have
Transformers take away from the rest of the space. I think the space looks, even with the Lego stuff on the other side, look really good. I think the Transformers throw off the balance and like the classiness of it.
I don't know. I actually like the Transformers more than the other side. Ironically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wouldn't think that I would. But looking at them like in that big wide photo, I think the Transformers look well laid out, and I think the stuff on the right side looks a little cluttered.
What if you mixed it around?
You could potentially mix and match stuff. Like, I think this is, I know Bobby's not a big fan of like mixing genres necessarily of stuff, but I think you could.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's this glass? Is it just, that's not a collection thing. This
Panda?
It's not called stained glass. Is that what that's called? The stained glass in the bottom fold?
The panda? Is it a panda?
Oh, is it a panda? It is a panda. Yeah, good job.
My biggest issue with this is the couch against the window and the 2 chairs.
Yep.
Does it bother you, the couch against the window, if you knew, like, let's say you knew that wasn't a sliding glass door and it was just a window?
It's a window, bro.
I think it is a window.
No, I know, but I mean, does it make a difference to you knowing that it's just you don't like the couch, like,
I don't like the
against the window like that?
Because it's like a window all the way down to the ground.
Yeah, it's weird. What's on the left of that image? Like, what is there? Could you have put the couch there?
I bet you it's a kitchen. I feel like this is an apartment.
Ooh.
I think it's clean. I think it looks classy. I think it looks cool. I think you have everything's kind of displayed nicely. It's organized.
The wall is great.
Yeah, the wall is great. I think the only thing that you need to sort out is the chairs and couch.
Yeah, honestly, that does feel like maybe it's time to just upgrade that stuff.
Like, I think
it's hard to see without getting to see what's on the other side of the couch. It would be nice. Chair. It would be nice to see, like.
You can see a little bit. You can see a little bit what's on the other side of the chair.
You could conceivably put the love seat in front of, with the back to the, put it in the middle of the room with the back to the record player, but in the middle of the room, and then put a chair on either side. So if that's the way this room presents, if the rest of the space is kind of just open to this room, that's how it presents. But
I would put the couch facing the wall in the center of the room.
Yeah.
And put one chair on the left and one chair on the right, angle catty cornered in.
Yeah.
And the couch would look at the record wall.
The couch would look at the thing you're supposed to look at. And then you had the whole window free on the left.
I like that all these posters are like the same like style. Looks like maybe the same artist put them all together.
Yeah, I do too.
It's cool.
It's green.
I think this shelf with all the pictures and stuff is cluttered, but I'm ultimately okay with it. Like if I were to look at it in a vacuum for a podcast video where I was looking at it to judge it, I would be like, this is too cluttered. But if I walked into this room and saw it, I'd be like, this is fine.
So I think some of the frames, like especially on that top shelf, like that front picture, from the angle we're looking at it, looks way too large to be in front of the other one.
Right, same for the bottom shelf.
Yeah, and then similar on the bottom shelf, like just to switch up the frame sizes, or we just like the Transformers, we might have to thin.
But I think if I was in the room, it wouldn't bother me.
That's some thick borders they got going on. They can print out some 5x7s.
You see on the shelf above the record player, he's got the original iPod.
Laura saw that.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Great job. This is from Gav. So if you look at the last photo, that's the one that has the full.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is like the kind of the same old stuff of the problems. Dude.
The Billy is more well laid out. It just the glass shelves again with the crease down the center looks a little bit weird.
And it's not a Billy, but yeah, I get you.
It's not a Billy.
Zoom into that.
It's got glass sides.
Zoom into Skylinks. The way he's got it posed. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
The old Budweiser fraud.
Hey, at least he's posed, huh? But there's too many small Transformers at the top of these shelves. It's too much. It looks kind of junky up there, and they're all the same height, so it's just they all just blend together. You can't see any one single. Yeah, it just looks like.
I think this is just a matter of taking everything out, putting it in, and kind of making it work. Although this Goonies poster is cool.
Yeah, the Goonies poster is cool. I think that this case with the glass doors, it split everything down the center. Like we figured that out at this point. You got to treat it like two separate cases,
right? And
display the stuff on two separate sides so that split down the center doesn't distract you. That's one thing. These, I guess, are DTOFs, the white ones. Yes. Get them off the floor, light them, put risers in to break stuff. They're also too crowded. It's too crowded across the top.
Why have a white and a black? Like you're just messing it all up.
Because that's another thing is that the color of the furniture doesn't match. And then if you look at this picture that he has with the bookcase with the glass doors and the glass doors are open, right. I think some of that stuff does work, right? The Dinobots with Wheeljack does work. He's missing Swoop, but it works as is. And then he has the Skyfire with the little bots in front. That works. My problem is you close that door and now it looks distracting. That's the point I've been trying to make with those sorts of layouts the whole time. And then the DTOFs is just it's a bunch of chug stuff. It just it's hard enough to get MP stuff to work in a DTOF.
Right? You're gonna need a bunch of risers everywhere,
and you're gonna need to be careful because too much will, once again make it look junky. It's just.
And he's tried the risers. He just needs.
Yeah, and he's putting forth effort.
Yeah,
he gives a.
That's why I think it's just about taking the stuff out and putting it back in.
Yep.
A couple of times.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Because he cares. It's just not right. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if it's a furniture issue, honestly.
Good luck, Gab.
So let's move on to Plastic Man 1984. So I think it's pretty good. So he's got a little dog down the bottom left-hand corner for one. But aside from that,
real fast, I think your Transformer shelves look good. You got to fix the lights in the middle one.
Yeah, it's trash.
Yeah, the lights in the middle one need work. But the other ones look good. The little prehistoric backdrop of the Dinobots, I love that. I'm not a big Arc fan, but he's not overdone it here where that kind of works. The other ones you could tell he's going to do layouts for. The Combaticons one, I think, works. The Planet of Junk works.
Stop right there. Let me just say something about this one, the Arc one, the second one underneath the Dinobots. Look at Sideswipe.
Yeah.
Back. You're looking at his back. See, that's a person that's committed to, I don't need to show off the figure. It's more about the scene.
Yeah.
You can't even see that dude's face.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's smart.
I do too.
Where's that?
But I think that is the only time we've ever seen a Transformer displayed from the back.
Yeah, the first time.
I think that.
No, it looks good. You can see where you're going. The dude's slowly building out each one of these shelves. What's up at the top? Yeah, I think it's good. You're working on something there. I just think the lights in the middle cues with the small Billy annoy me that they're so dim in comparison.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's talk about the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Oh. I think that's impressive.
Yeah, I do as well.
Is it a Nightmare Before Christmas though, or is it just a Halloween theme?
Well, I see Oogity Boogity or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's
Jack and Sally, and
I think the top row, second to top row is all Nightmare Before Christmas, and then it's kind of like Halloween Town decorations underneath. But I think it works cohesively because that's basically where Jack lived, right? It was like a Halloween planet universe.
Dude,
I think it's great.
So venomous.
When you look through, you'll see that this dude's a diorama building machine. There's a ton of them everywhere.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this:
the Star Wars shelf is the one that needs the most work.
Yeah, there's no love in it at all.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's a little bit of love, but not a lot.
Yeah. Really. Yeah, that's yeah. Even the figures, the way he's got them, like the one with the Obi-Wan and all that with the dewback, they're just lined up against the back.
I would guess this is a process, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just judging what I see.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, and then the Visionary shelf, that looks great. We've never seen a Visionary shelf, I don't think. He's even got the little I don't know how I guess he had these printed or found them. Thank you. It's the lion, the blue lion and the green gorilla.
Yeah, good.
That's cool.
Good.
Very cool.
Really
what is that?
Oh my god, I love those toys.
All the blue things were the ones that came out of.
Well, no, there's a green gorilla.
But the others.
All these are awesome. You look at the Batman next to it is great.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the that whole detolf that Batman is on, like underneath, and like all that stuff is great. It's all like those first two are Batman the Animated Series, but like man, like it's well done. Dioramas, characters in there look good. Very cool. Very cool.
Well, we had some like creative spaces tonight.
Yeah. Moving on to the last one. This is Brady S. And so all right, so his first pick.
Oh, that's beautiful. The way he cut.
But I think he's trying to show his record.
Yeah, I think he's trying to show his record. So he's got Tool records across the top. He's got a Korn guitar, which I wouldn't necessarily paired the two of those, but that's interesting to me. And then
he's got the glass shells with the.
And then we'll move on to the shell. So yeah, he's got. He's got. I don't even know what this is, but so these doors. These doors are even worse
because they're thicker.
Because they're so thick.
They're
so to speak. The borders of the door.
The borders are too thick. Whereas like this is the same problem that I have with like the glass doors, but this is turned up to 11.
It is weird because I feel like I was just thinking like, well, why don't you just take the doors off and then display it? But I feel like once you take the doors off and display it, it almost looks worse. The doors kind of hide all the problems with the display of it being so cluttered.
So I actually think they're cluttered, but I think you could make some quick decisions here and declutter them
and regroup them side and side.
I agree.
You know, like if you look at the Megatron shell, for instance, right? If you just get rid of that little stuff, get rid of that little sound wave tape thing, right? And get rid of the G1 sound wave. Get rid of both of those sound waves. Get rid of the Legends Megatron gun laid out in gun form.
Get rid of everything. Bobby's getting rid of everything on this guy's shelf.
No, it's three things. If you get rid of the G1 sound wave, the little sound wave in front of it, and then the Legends Megatron that's sitting between Megatron's leg for no reason, like just think about how much room that will give you to kind of spread things out a little bit and give you some space, you know? Like
I think it looks cool. I think he did a good job like using just these bigger bots on the bottom. Like the Devastator shelf is fine. It doesn't bother me, and neither does well, let me look at this Omega Supreme one a little bit more.
Oh, we got some serious pardon me going in.
Yeah. Pardon me on the Dinobots.
But wait.
Oh, I'm not on the
Give
right,
me some room.
I think there's some stuff that works, some stuff that doesn't. I think there's a way, if you're going to put this G1 stuff with this MP stuff, there's probably a more interesting way that you could do it. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily the wrong move to do it, but
I think you got to spread it out because like you're doing too much. Like if look at the movie shelf, he's got Scourge down on bended knee with Cyclonus and Galvatron, along with all of the kind of heroes. Then all the Autobot tapes from Blaster. Blaster's not on the shelf, you know. And then the shelf above it, you got alt modes and robot modes for all the Insecticons. Then all of the cone heads. You got Blitzwing, Astro Train. Like it's too much. And you know how to lay out a shelf because like even though they're super busy, they're fairly well laid out. If you just thin them out a bit and kept with your own aesthetic choices, you'd have some really well laid out shelves. Then you just had to take the doors off of this thing.
Bobby.
Yeah.
I know exactly your favorite figure in this entire display.
What is it?
Look at MP44.
The one with the leg up.
Yeah, the one with the leg up.
No, I was just going to say, I think we've seen a lot in this particular grouping of people incorporating some of their other passions. I think sometimes we see like video games get worked in or whatever, but like there's been a lot of like music collectors and records and CDs and DVDs in this one and video games. And I don't know, it's kind of cool to see. To see it not just be all...
Oh, you like a diverse background, huh, Laura?
Your video game section's got too much going on.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, too. There's probably a more interesting or creative way you could display all these consoles.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's an impressive collection, but it just needs to be laid out a bit better. And I get that you're working within space confines here, too.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but it is distracting, that part in particular. And the fact that it's on the same wall where you like seemingly
maybe you
exit.
can put some doors on that instead of the...
Like you exit the room from there, you know, like, oof.
It is wild because it's such like a tight space, but like you took good photos because it doesn't.
You did take some good photos. You must
because you really, when you look at it, it's a tight space, so you really maximize it.
Must be a Tool fan.
Yeah.
Well, he's got some rules up there.
What are they?
My cave, my rules. Man decorates man cave. Sports on TV 24/7. No Sex in the City reruns ever. Wine spritzers grounds for immediate expulsion. Man controls all remotes. All chick flicks are banned. Dogs, welcome. No bitching at any time. Issues not allowed either. Talking about feelings earns lifetime ban, and man is always right.
I really hope your girl put that up.
Yeah, me too. That's the one part you forgot to crop out. But yeah, overall, there's some cool stuff going on here, but you got to thin this down. Take the doors off. You got to take the doors off. You got to take the doors off, dude. You got to take them off. They're distracting.
Oh, I was gonna say, if there was one thing to fix in here that I would focus on, it'd be the consoles and the games and DVD stuff. Just that section there.
Yeah.
For some reason, for me, this being such a cramped room, having the figures be cramped in there it bothers me less. I just feel like it's fitting for the space. You know what I mean? Like
maybe.
Kinesiology.
East Asian Studies degree.
Yeah, really.
I want a ham sandwich.
Blocked caller.
So mean. Are you wishing to have
a nuance?
That's funny.